I watched the movie. The other night, and I don't know why it got such bad reviews and people don't like it. I was entertained for the 2 hours.
Okay.
I watched the new Indiana Jones movie.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I agree, Glenn.
What do people expect?
Yeah.
I heard terrible reviews. It was
I can't believe people that came in there was like, it's awful. They were running around doing Indiana Jones things. I mean, what?
It's the same with I could be in the minority here, but the new Star Wars movies, I'm entertained by all those.
I'm entertained by them too, right? Yeah. I mean, they're not. I don't find a lot of them rewatchable like the originals, but I still were entertained by them and liked them.
Cinema ever, but I was entertained for my hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever.
Sure.
So I
started watching Banshee. You saw that, right?
Oh, great show.
Yeah,
He hasn't seen it. I've been trying to get him to watch it for years.
Yeah.
Well, he mentioned it to me, and then I had someone at work
bugging him for years. Like, you got to check the show. You'll love it.
I assumed it was a fairly new show, but it's not. It's been off the air for a while.
Yeah.
So I was surprised.
Pretty good, right?
It is good. Yeah.
See, that's why I told him about
Don't be
it.
an idiot. Okay?
That's why I told him about it. I pushed it. See? I pushed
How
it.
about you watch
You
it?
passed your wisdom.
Yeah. And there's not usually much coming from that guy either, you know? It's
first guys and stuff.
It's a good show. I'm on the third season. They're short seasons, so they're not too bad. Yeah, I just started this week.
yeah.
Yeah,
Some good fight scenes.
that's all it is.
Yeah.
The guy either gets beat up. Well, he gets beat up no matter what.
Yeah.
Whether he's beating up the other guy or not, he
still
just
gets
gets
beat
kicked.
up. He like blocking punches with his face.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't like the violence. You know, it's
Okay.
I'm totally against all that. Yeah. I don't know if I can handle that show.
Then you won't like John Wick movies, right?
Oh man, I watched all those too. Yeah. Get 17.
Yeah, the last one I fast forward through all the because I got sick of seeing the same fighting.
Yeah, that's what you said on the last one. Yeah.
I mean, it's still a good movie. It's just all right. I don't have time for that part.
I like the Continental.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah. It's only 3 episodes too.
Oh.
I think it's 3 2-hour episodes though. But I think it's only 3.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
Yeah, no, I really enjoed it. But yeah, I don't understand why that got such a bad rap. The Indiana Jones movie.
That was good.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, is it winning an Oscar or is it no? But I mean, I went in saying, hey, I want to see some mindless action film, and you got it. You know, it's.
The one before was a little far-fetched. Crystal Skull one with the alien.
Yeah, with the aliens. Yeah.
Well, the same people that hate the new one are starting to like that movie.
Yeah.
I'm starting to hear these reviews
terrible,
saying
but the ending was like, what?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't hate that movie, but I've never watched it again.
Yeah.
You know, it's.
It had some good parts.
Yeah, it had some good parts in it, right? It had some good parts. And we had aliens. Yeah. I mean, where were you moving up from? You moved up into the 50s where aliens was the big thing at that time, you know?
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it had to be. I mean, you couldn't.
The hiding in the refrigerator, at one end.
Yeah, right.
That was the part that kind of
You got to suspend disbelief a little bit.
Well, wasn't that part of the handbook though? If a nuclear bomb is going to be dropped, hide in your refrigerator or something, hide under your table if there's going to be a hurricane, a tornado or something. I don't know, an earthquake. Get under the table. What's that going to do for you? So how long ago did you have
The 21st, December 21st.
That's not bad. You're standing here up and around now.
I'm just you carrying this in case. I don't really even need it.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah, I left home.
I've heard people getting hip surgery and they're out for months.
Yeah, no, not anymore. They go in through the front. And I was walking stairs the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew another guy who had hip surgery, and he was here a week and a half after he was in here buying stuff. You know, it's and I go, what are you doing here? He goes, what? He goes, but he was using a cane, and he still couldn't drive at the time. It was his driving hip. Yeah. So it's but he was still walking around. What are you doing here? He goes, you're not in the hospital? Oh no, you're not in the hospital very long. You know, wait, a couple days.
No, I was supposed to go home that afternoon.
Oh, really?
But
okay.
I was the last one of the day, and the anesthesia didn't wear off quick enough. Yeah. So they just kept me overnight.
Yeah.
It was all good.
You know something? 30 years ago, you'd been in the hospital for 2 months. You would have been in the hospital and then in rehab, the nursing home for 2 months while they were rehabbing you. Yeah.
I'm all done PT.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
They just gave me a sheet of exercises to do. I do them, and they're walk as much as you can, much as you can stand.
Yep.
But, had I known it was going to be this easy, I would have done it 5 years ago.
when you go back to work.
I'm not rushing that. Yeah, I'll defer to my surgeon, but
Yeah.
let him miss me a little bit first.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if you just have a desk job, you could probably, can you sit down a while? Yeah. Yeah.
I do that anyway. I have a sit-stand desk, so
Okay.
No,
I would wait till my surgeon says, "Oh, go back to work."
Exactly.
So, yeah, take off as much as you can get.
he said 6 weeks after I can start riding a bike and even play. He goes, "You can swing a club if you want."
Oh, so coach.
01832. So, but my brother had both his done like 17 years ago was his first one, and it was nowhere near like this.
Yeah.
He was down for the count for a while, and yeah.
So now when you see your brother, you say, "Hey, look, you were just a pussy."
I needed this literally 8 years ago.
Oh, you
when
did?
it started. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like, little Tylenol.
Was it like degenerative hip or something? Or
yeah, it's arthritis.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All that baseball did me in, I guess.
Yeah.
Down to what is now Shaw's parking lot, and I mean it's like August, maybe September. I mean the ground's dry, everything like that. And he brought it down to do donuts with it, and he lost control of it and slammed it into a light post.
That's awesome. Yeah, serves you right. Yeah. So it's funny because when I left after the police told me to go back to Bradford, I did go to Bradford. Then I went behind Hunkin School and did more donuts back there. But I remember one night we went to see, and again, this was, you didn't have weather. You didn't have a week in advance. You didn't know it was going to snow back in 1985. Right? And then again, I was just a dumb 17-year-old kid that didn't pay attention anyways. But we went to George Carlin, the Lowell Memorial Auditorium. When we went in, it was nice. When we came back out, there was like 6 inches of snow on the ground. And like, where did this come from? So now we're driving down 495. And it hasn't been plowed yet, right? There's not one person on the road. You wonder how much fun we had going up 495? It was donuts all the way home. It was just like, yeah, woo! Until the one day where we got a little too close to the, lost a little control. And it's like, oh crap. You're thinking you're going off the highway, and you finally get back on, and you get the one car that would put by you, and you're doing more donuts again. Yeah, the whole way home. It took us so long to get home because besides, you were only going to be probably driving at 20 miles an hour. But the fact that we're doing donuts all the way home too, it was great. It was so much fun. But again, that's when we're young and dumb. I wouldn't be doing that now. It wouldn't be happening.
Now would be frowned upon.
Yeah. Well, back then you were stupid. Now you've learned a few things as life had gone on. Don't get me wrong. If I'm on 495 and it's not plowed and I'm the only one on it, the thought in my mind is still, hey, I want to do donuts on this. But then you realize how quickly you can be off the highway into a guardrail, and you just don't do it anymore. But
because you're not thinking about what happens if I crash my car,
right?
And it's totaled, and I got to get another car,
right? Back then, back then you're driving, your '75 Chevy and your giant boat that's all metal, and you're not thinking anything. Yeah, whatever. No, you're not thinking 3 days ahead. Hey, I could be in the hospital for a long time. You're not even thinking of that. Now you think about that stuff.
Can you show us thoughts, buddy?
No.
Hey, don't talk about the weather. We're being filmed.
Oh, sorry.
We're not allowed to talk about the weather. Well,
you're talking about doing donuts in the snow?
That's true.
So what are we talking about?
They just don't like us talking about the weather on the episode. That's all.
Well,
it's snowing out right now.
That was some people, yeah.
In Massachusetts.
Yeah, there's our first snowstorm of the year. I don't think we had more than like 3 inches last year at all for any snowstorm. No, we're gonna be snowed in here. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll do a live stream if we're snowed in. 2 in the morning. We'll be all like, hey guys, it's 2 in the morning. We're stuck in the snow.
I think Anthony's wife's gonna be calling him instead of letting him be stuck down.
No, she's gonna say, he goes, I can't risk my life. It's horrible out there.
She'll be like, you're risking your life leaving me alone with the kid.
She's going to go, well, you only got 2 inches up here. It says, we're down in Haverhill. We've got 1.5 feet right now. We can't move. Cops told us to stay in the building.
Yeah. Shelter in place.
Yep. We listen when we're told what to do.
Since when?
Since whenever, it's...
Since you decided to be faced? No.
Yeah.
Let's not go down that road, Spike.
Yeah. Right, so I'm in a baby face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fight authority anymore because I'm the authority. Right.
It's your story. You're the authority.
Right. Oh, what authority always wins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like those. I don't like those rules. All right, V.
Right.
You're not 5. You're V.
No, it's Ram 5 now, right?
Right.
Or just 5?
Yeah. Whichever one he puts on it.
Yeah.
Because you're V. There's only one V. There can only be one.
Alright, see you guys later.
All right, see you, Scott.
Maybe.
See you, Scott.
All right. Well, I thought you said that Glenn you look better than me.
You're a Glenn that is better. He's not as elevated as you on the Glenn scale.
All right, so I just have to get rid of this Danzig.
You can't get rid of it. How are you going to get rid of Danzig? Guy can summon demons.
Gonna erase him from history.
I don't think so, buddy.
So I'm the second best Glenn in the world.
Yes.
Behind Danzig.
Behind
See,
Danzig.
that just doesn't seem right.
Why?
It just doesn't seem right.
Smash of the Dark Arts.
So Alan Moore.
Let's not bring up Alan Moore, please. Overrated. Probably not going to be a popular opinion, but
Yeah, I'm not a huge Alan Moore fan of that either. So, I mean, he's done some good stuff, but I think,
some decent
yeah,
stuff,
I
sure.
think, but yeah, I think a lot of stuff that he does that people like, I think, just like his name was on it, and that's it. I mean, he's always got some sort of a rape scene in one of his books. It's, yeah, but yeah, I'm not a. I think he did a couple great things that put him on the map, and then the rest of the stuff was just but they just remember that stuff, and so he's like a comic god.
Yeah.
So hey, I'm gonna be on the unpopular side.
I don't
with
even
you
know
on
what
that one
his
too.
great things were. Like,
No, I mean they could say Watchmen.
people will say Watchmen, but really?
I mean, I thought Watchmen was a good
Is it
read.
good?
Yeah,
Is it good?
great read for
It's
some,
good.
but I can't reread
Oh,
that
yeah.
again. Yeah. I mean, but it's still something that I just sold a Watchmen book the other day.
Yeah.
I still sell them I sell at least one a month every month. So if I'm selling one a month, there's got to be stores that are bigger than me that are selling one a month or more too. So I mean,
All those disappointed readers.
yeah. But like I said, I enjoyed it the first time I read it. But it's another one of those books too, where like part of the Dark Knight stuff that Frank Miller did. If you ripped out some of the pages, it would be an even better book. It's like I think with the Dark Knight stuff, you didn't need all of the newscast thing.
Right.
Yeah, it's that just did that. Some of that just didn't fit, especially if you actually made it to the third volume. If you ripped out all the newscast stuff,
You just didn't buy the third volume.
well, you probably were better off not to.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was reading it, and I remember Tim reading it. And then he said, and then when the last issue was a year and a half late, he goes, I'm not reading this. I'm going to read it. And then after I read it, and I says, wow, this actually ended up being kind of good. After I took the book and I ripped out the pages, I gave Tim, Tim, you read these 17 pages, you may like this book. The rest of this stuff is just drivel that I think you just did it to keep the page count up. It's, but yeah, you read that, you took out again all the talk.
The editor was like, it's Alan Moore, let him put him wherever he wants.
No, that was Frank
Oh,
Miller.
you're talking about the Dark Knight.
Yeah, the Dark Knight, yeah.
I didn't want Watchmen.
Yeah, the Watchmen, they had that other series that was in it. I forget, I think they were on a pirate ship, or they were on a ship or something. So you had the regular story going on, then it broke off into some kid with a ship, or I don't remember exactly, but that was just unnecessary. You didn't need it, but it was there.
But could you read something like The Long Halloween again and enjoy that?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Yep, I could go back and reread that and really enjoy it more than I would if reading Dark Knight Returns. But Dark Knight Returns started making Batman dark and stuff too. So this was a purpose for what it was there for. And then everyone else that built off that, I think, did it better. Or some of it was done better. But yeah, definitely Long Halloween, the whole thing, even Dark Victory or whatever.
Yeah.
It's all that. I think that was part of the Long Halloween series too.
Follow up to it, I think.
Yeah, all that stuff. I would read. I would read again. I mean, hell, I would read Nightfall or not Nightfall. Cataclysm and No Man's Land. I think No Man's Land is one of the
I like
best.
Nightfall better, I think.
Really, the breaking the back. Yeah, no, I like them having the gang war.
Kelly Jones and that stuff.
Yeah, we can keep Kelly Jones.
No, I'll keep Kelly Jones.
Yeah, you can have him.
I love
You can
Kelly
have him.
Jones.
Yeah, he's yours.
Thank you.
But there was a lot of good Chuck Dixon stuff going on,
Lots
in
of good Chuck Dixon stuff.
especially in the No Man's Land and stuff. But I mean, hell, Chuck Dixon, just Batman in general at that time was great. Yeah, it was. I mean, I miss him. I miss him writing books.
I think he's doing a book for the Rippaverse now.
Yeah, and again, I only just heard of the Rippaverse. I didn't really know nothing about it. It's one of my customers actually brought me in one of those books, Alpha Core or something. It's called.
I think that's his book.
He bought it. He bought it from him, and he gave it to me last week. And I said, look, it's going to take me probably a little while to get to it. And he goes, that's all right. He goes, I know you like Chuck Dixon, so I want you to be able to read it. So I'll give it a shot because I mean, again, he's one of those guys that just
gets it.
Yeah, he wrote quality stuff, and sometimes he was under the radar. But at that time when you're saying, "Hey, who's your favorite writer?" This guy, and Chuck Dixon kind of fell under the radar. Hey, Mike, and and at that point you're you kind of forgot about him. But then you read a book. Oh, Chuck Dixon's doing this again, and it's all again. It's We've been doing work.
You've been sitting there talking.
Working. We're telemarketing. We're
That's not working. You're sitting there talking. You shoot the shit.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You apologize.
No,
I'm saying.
I'm a cashier. My job is cashier.
You're doing an extra work for the store.
My job today was cashier.
You just said it yourself. I should have been filing books.
I should have.
So why should
I didn't because I stuck to the job.
So start now.
I stuck to the job my boss told me to do today. They said
boss.
Play cashier. My boss, yes.
Mm-hmm.
This morning I looked at this morning I looked in the mirror, and I looking up. And he said, "You're going to be a glorified cashier today," and that's all right.
All right.
What I was told to do.
Sure.
How do you mean glorified?
Yeah, who's glorifying you?
Yeah.
Well, no, because I can. I mean, I'm not just a cashier. I can, if there's a screw up, I can do a void. I can do that stuff. So that may be the glorified cashier.
The rest of the books.
Yeah.
Make use of your time.
I'm not allowed to leave the area.
Yes, you are. You do what you want. You're the boss.
The boss told me.
You are the boss. You're your own boss. You're living the American dream. You are the American dream.
That's his wrestling name.
Yeah. Glad I'm not the American Nightmare. Don't like that clown. I was never a big fan of the American Dream either.
Did some good interviews.
Oh well, I'm not gonna say I wasn't a fan of him, but I never rooted. I never.
Good dance moves.
No, but I.
American Dream.
Never rooted for him because he was always going against my favorite wrestler, Ric Flair.
Right,
So I'm not gonna say I wasn't a fan of Dusty, but I never rooted for him because he was going against the Horsemen and the guys that I liked.
Yeah.
So
Team with Gino Hernandez though, back down in Florida.
You love
like Gino Hernandez.
You love Gino.
I love Gino Hernandez.
I know.
Gino Hernandez died too young.
Should have been Corey.
Corey Hernandez? I don't know that guy. What do you think was referred
You
to?
said I should have died.
Did you say that to you?
What thing is that to say?
That's awful.
That's weird as shit.
And he's
right?
supposed to be your friend.
Well,
Mind you, Buff laughed first. Just
okay, Buff did laugh, but I didn't laugh.
Sorry, Corey. I got a pop out of Buff.
when does Buff apologize?
Right. So he realized that it was a wrong thing to say.
Find the poll.
And I'm a baby face, so I didn't laugh at something like that. You don't wish death on your friend.
Nope. You don't do that.
Yeah, that's just awful. Some friend.
Corey, what are your New Year's resolutions this year?
0.
Beat the shit out of Tyler now.
TikTok, baby. It's the 6th of the year. You got some time. What do you Nothing between us.
I'll train you.
Opportunity, baby.
You'll train me?
I'll train
wow.
you. Yep.
You do a montage?
No, never.
Yep.
Rocky.
Yeah. We'll do a Rocky montage.
I like it.
Instead of hitting up a big
gotta wait till it gets warm so you can run on the beach.
Yeah.
Slamming a
We'll
mortar
do it right now.
down.
Let's go run on the beach right now.
Maybe we can get Chris to put up a big piece of meat in the freezer.
I was actually thinking like a thing of mortadella, and it's just kind of spongy.
Yeah, I just think it's wrong.
It's weird as shit, man.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Really rubs me the wrong way.
Right. Yep. Yeah, a bunch of the stuff is dropped. Here's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come back.
As soon as the second season comes out of something or other, or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, everyone was psyched for this. I mean, and Moon Knight was a good show.
Decent.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't great, but it was good. It was entertaining.
Yeah,
that's all I want. Just entertain me.
Don't need to change my life. Just
nope.
Entertain you for 2 hours.
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I said I don't know why. I don't know why the new Indiana Jones got shit on so bad. I watched it the other night, and again, it was entertaining. You know, didn't suck. Did you watch it yet?
Nope.
No. Yeah, I don't know why. I went in because Net goes, I want to watch Indiana Jones. Oh man, all right. I heard everyone saying that this movie sucks. And I was like, oh, this wasn't as bad as what people said. I don't know what they're talking about. Again, I don't know what you're looking for. It's an action movie. What what are you looking for?
A lot of people didn't like the Obi-Wan show, but I thought it was awesome.
I love the Obi-Wan show. Yep. I loved it too. That was one of the better ones I've done. I mean, considering he's the whole fault now of everything doing that, because he's let him live twice now. But, it is what it is. He's weak.
I don't like the way you're talking right now.
Yeah, Obi-Wan was weak. He had his chance to kill him again, didn't. Yeah.
Kind, that's why.
Yeah. Sometimes, he's kind, so now there's a planet missing. Okay.
No, that's not Obi-Wan's fault.
Yeah. Maybe.
No, it's not.
Who gave the go-ahead?
He's not a murderer.
Just go do it.
He's not a murderer.
You weren't a murderer at that time. You were in a fight. You were in a fight.
His friend.
You're a fight to death. He's not his friend anymore. It's not him anymore. He's gone.
He knows he can see his friend in there.
Yeah. He was weak. He was
strong.
Kind of like Luke.
He resisted killing.
That's why Luke was weak too.
Here we go.
Daddy, Daddy, come back to me.
He never said that.
You're my father, Daddy.
It's not a line from the movie.
No, it was, but they had to change it because it's pathetic. Well, hey, you're breathing funny again. Why? Give him a wall spot right now. It's $15 buck.
You're arguing with somebody who has the IQ of a mayfly, so
Mayflies are pretty smart, I guess, huh?
yeah, they're smart enough to only live for a day.
Yeah, because they realize how bad things suck, and they're like, "This is all it's worth being." Yeah, I'm done. we suffer for years. They're like, "This, we're done." A Predator Wolverine book was like, yeah, someone didn't know their alphabet. Right in the front.
It's great though.
Yeah, no, it's great.
It's cover.
In the S.
Craig Land.
Yeah.
You all excited for April?
What's April?
The all gorilla Justice League.
They did Jail Ape. They did Jail Ape before.
Yeah, they've already done a Jail Ape once. They got a trade paperback coming out for Jail Ape.
Well, they're doing it again.
Well, it wasn't good the first time, and I love gorillas, and that thing wasn't good the first time. Don't want to see it a second time. Can't wait. They don't even have a JLA book out right now. I mean, they have a JLA Godzilla book. They're going to do a JLA book, but they don't have a real JLA book out. So, and that's the crap they want to give us.